Done.
Hello.
Hey.
Sure, everything. Yeah. Yes, yeah, I'm so sorry about this, man. I feel so bad.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool, man. Give you another shot or give a phone or.
Yeah, that
I
was
haven't
kind of.
really looked through your page.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought too. Is I give it another shot.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's kind of fun for me, thinking about that time. So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, of course, I appreciate you. I'll probably just like throw in a little segment in my video where I explain that we did this once, so that way if I say like we already talked about it, it doesn't seem weird, you know.
Oh yeah, that's fun. Okay, yeah, it's a lot easier than just yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to like just fully on pretend.
Oh, good. Yeah. It's fun.
All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
So, like we were saying yesterday, you didn't audition or try out. It was like or you did audition, kinda.
Oh yeah, so there's a posting on Actors Access, I believe it was, and it was just you did kind of like a virtual submission, but it wasn't really tailored. I think you could put in a little note, but other than that, it was just it would send your resume and your headshots, and it gave you a place where you could put a little comment. I don't think I put any comment in there, but that was it. Must have been just looking for someone who kind of profiles, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
And what made you decide to try for Wipeout? Was it just because to get on TV, or were you just a fan of like those kinds of shows in general?
Oh, I'm not a huge fan of that. I was just living as an actor in Los Angeles, and so I was always on this website. And so I was basically doing my clocking in for the day would entail going on this website and seeing what's available. And so that's what made me interested in it. I didn't really know much about a Ninja Warrior or Fear Factor or anything like that. I don't think I had seen any of the shows, but I know they were mentioned in the posting. And I just did it because I was living as an actor in Los Angeles. You're looking for a gig for the weekend or what have you.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Do you think being a Vermonter played any role in you getting a spot on there?
Oh yeah, probably. I think that it really came in handy. Vermont's it's pretty small. It's funny. My wife says like, "Hey, did you know that Vermont is the highest per capita XYZ?" I feel like we have so many of those because like the population's so small. So,
Yeah, that's true. I do hear that a lot.
Yeah, so I think it did really come in handy in Hollywood during that time to kind of have some extra spice that people could throw in the backstory for like a game shows in particular. It came in handy on like The Price is Right. It came in handy, kind of all around. A lot of times, geography's not the best thing for a lot of people. The joke would be like, "Oh, you're from Vermont. What state's that in?"
Right.
It's like that's but it certainly came in handy. I think it had a big part of it.
Yeah, I have been unironically asked before what state Vermont is in.
Yeah, right.
It is pretty crazy.
Yeah, but I definitely, it was pretty cool. I think there is an advantage to it. There were a couple other people out there from Vermont. We didn't really socialize much, but they're kind of in and out. So it's, every now and then someone would during that time anyway. I think people would go out there, try to make something cool.
Right. Did you get anything for being on the show, even though you didn't win? Like any compensation or?
I think the going rate was about $100 a day then. So that was probably what was offered, and I took it. So somewhere around that. There's you sign away like residuals and stuff like that. It's considered like it was non-equity and stuff. That's so yeah. You're not really It's different. It's different than a lot of the acting gigs in that way. But I think I got paid $100.
Oh, okay. That's pretty interesting. So. And we were saying yesterday, because one of the biggest things for me is I was wondering like how real or fake the show was, and you were saying it's actually pretty real for the most part.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, it was a funny experience because I was on the pilot episode, and so that differed from a lot of the other ones from my understanding that like all their gear was used. It was kind of, it was a little bit, I mean, it was usable. It was still safety, concerns, but you could tell they didn't really know what they had.
Right.
In terms of the show. Like, I think it changed a lot from like, the pilot. There's a couple little tweaks here and there, but they tried out some stuff, which was fun. I don't think, like, for instance, do you watch the show, or you seen most of it? I don't know, like,
oh yeah.
I don't know if you usually... Have you seen, or do you recall having seen like characters interact during like that while they're trying to like? Yeah, I've never seen that before.
No, not unless they come on as a duo or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think they might have. Yeah, for the duo, they might cheer them on or something like that. But yeah, never. I don't think they ever. I don't think they kept an element of like having a heckler because it really jacked up that one guy.
That's.
I think. And that was,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, because they, like I was saying in the message once, your episode had 32 contestants, which is like the only one that does that.
Okay, how many contestants normally were there?
24.
Fewer?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was arduous. There's so many people. You know what I mean? It was crazy, and I think they had a couple different groups too. Like they were trying to do, they were constantly. They were running all the events simultaneously. So there's so many, So they had it in groups, and those groups would kind of go into the different events. So I don't think everyone had the same progression. Like not everyone started here and then went to level 2, level 3. I think they all basically were trying to use all the equipment at the same time, just to get through everybody. And so when there's a lot of people going at once. You would come, like, when the first few people came off, we were all in the same tent together, which was kind of fun. So we kind of hung out in within our groups usually, just so we didn't not, go, right. Or, you had to be there. You just be in the tent until they come get you.
Right.
But, it was interesting. I think they did a lot of that differently, but it was very real in terms of, they were just making it up kind of as they were going, from my impression. And, like, people came off, the first ones to go, and they were coming back, like, they were like, this is really hard. Like,
right, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, because like I said, it looks a lot softer than you said it was on TV.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you see that episode, I don't know, maybe you could prove me wrong, but I would love to know, because, memories... I guess, but I remember it being very painful. Like, I would love to, I haven't really analyzed it to see, like, are they as bouncy as the other ones, but the way this guy described it coming off at first, and he was, like, ready for a ninja warrior. Like, they had some of the more athletic people go first,
right.
Which I think was really wise.
Right.
But they came back having a limp, and I don't know if they had, like, crutches. Like, it didn't look good. Like, people were coming out, and folks were just, it was harder than they expected on Plinko. Like, those were like walls with like a yoga mat. That's how they described it. They're like, you think it's gonna be soft, but
dang.
I'd like to know.
Dang. No, that is crazy, because they look like wrestling mats, but I guess that's just, I guess they just made it look like that.
I mean, they might have been, like, really thin wrestling mats. At least for that episode, like it was. I don't think they're. Maybe they were like that mat that covered soft foam, but I don't know. It definitely sucked. But it was good to know. So I didn't hit it full strength because they had told us that it was going to hurt.
Right.
So kind of like I knew I was landing on basically something hard. So thankfully, I mean, the more athletic people, I feel really bad for them because they had to basically go first.
Right.
And but they, they were somewhat gracious. I don't know, they probably know that a lot of us weren't there to compete in Ninja Warrior. We just answered like an ad,
Right.
So
did they have like a safety crew like on set?
Yeah, they did.
Okay.
I mean, some helping the people. I don't know how many safety crews they had. Like, I think they were definitely maybe there's like 4 people and they were just working the whole time. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm sure it wasn't overly. I could tell they had run it, with like testers, like before they brought us all. We're not going to waste all this money in this afternoon on nothing. Like, I'm sure they'd run it like probably 50 times, maybe with somebody, maybe 5 times. I don't know.
Right, that makes sense.
It was a fun experience, that's for sure.
You were saying the water is actually pretty chilly too.
Say again?
You were saying the water is actually pretty chilly too when you fall into it. 'Cause that's another thing they always hype up in the show.
Well, yeah. I mean, growing up in Vermont, we had the privilege of swimming in a lot of brackish water.
Yes.
But it really knocks the wind out of you. Like, you're really exerting yourself, and trying to get a strategy. Like, any strategy is better than nothing. So usually I would just be like, okay, get myself psyched up and try as hard as I possibly can,
right,
and hopefully be lucky. And so like that, only lasts so long for just like a dude that is fairly sedentary. For a Hollywood style, I was like definitely at the bottom of the fitness. Like I wasn't exactly going for. I wasn't going to be winning a Ken doll castings. So I was like, it was hard for me, dude. Like, it was very hard, especially like hitting the water. Like, especially when you fall and hit the water, kind of, and you're not expecting it. It's very super disorienting. If you've never done anything like that, like that's crazy. It's very confusing.
That is crazy.
Yeah, having done it, I feel I could probably do it maybe a little bit better now, but I mean, it's super disorienting. Every time it was very disorienting. Like you're like swimming and you're like, am I swimming in the right direction? Jeepers. Like when you hit the water, anyway. Yeah, it was hard. Like I remember hitting the water and being discouraged. Just being like, I don't want to do this. Like $100? Like, no. I'm done. But I think they pause the time. So like you can get back on the platform. They really get their money's worth. It was brutal. It was brutal. I was still in the running after so when I completed one of the rough courses, I was still in the running. They're like, your time is good enough. But like you said, there's like 36 people. Like, yeah. Like, what are the chances my time wasn't going to get destroyed? Yeah. So they're like, you're still in the running. And I was like, okay. But the next guy was like a friend of mine they set him up, and they're like, oh, you want to go see him do it? And I was like, yeah. And I decided to ham it up and like shout at him. And he said it did really mess him up. So that was kind of messed up. I don't know. I didn't really think it through. I was just trying to be playful and like make a show, Right. And I felt bad because he was the kind of a contender. That guy, I don't know if he went back for the reunion show, which they were planning, but they told me they were going to cast him. I remember. He was a good guy. I always felt bad about that because I was kind of being a little too cheeky, like they sound bluey.
Yeah, I think it's another thing they realized in the pilot is because especially as the show goes on, they definitely the people become way less athletic and more, I think, people that would be watching the show, you know what I mean? Because it is kind of goofy in nature. It's not as serious as Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, it was good. It was very fun. I mean, in that regard, for sure. Yeah, I agree. I don't watch it much. My friends sometimes do, and they'll tell me, but that's a cool genre for sure. I would have liked it. Did they ever do you see any banter at all between the contestants, or no? It's
No,
obstacle challenges.
yeah, no, not that I can remember. Most of it is just it's the commentators dubbing like everything.
That's right. Yeah, it's all like visual footage. Oh, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
literally.
Like it's really hard to do to be.
Which is and did you know what they were gonna say about you, the commentators at all, or is that totally just?
Of course, I think they wrote that way after. I think when they reproduced our episode a few times because ours was a pilot and it had like, from my understanding, it had like a different commentary like schema than the show ended up having. So like I think they just and I think that's how it happens a lot. They might see it live now in filming. You know, probably save some money with some, recording the reactions. Who knows? I'm not sure how they did it, but they did. I think they had someone doing commentary. That didn't end up getting used, but I may be wrong.
No, that is true actually, because they filmed the pilot with 2 people. One of them ended up staying, and then one of them ended up not. They replaced him.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Good to know. Yeah, I didn't follow it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But,
no, it's always interesting.
It was definitely great.
If you do watch it, what I always thought was, and I guess it's just that era of humor, but if you do watch it, the commentators, they just they kind of just bully the contestants. Like, they're so mean.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, they're just drowns on these poor people. And yeah, like I said, it was like, oh gosh, like this lost. Like, yeah, it was kind of. I mean, unless you're having a great time. I mean, people go on that show. Yeah,
of course.
So I could see why. I can see why they don't take it too seriously in terms of like letting there be drama between the contestants or something like that, because that can get really hard.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But yeah, it's just kind of making fun of people all the time. But I don't know. It was a really fun experience for me. Yeah. I was also on the Price is Right episode that I did. Like, that was it's hard. I don't know if you can find footage of it, but it ended up not being used. But it was a audition tape for this actor that didn't end up being the guy. So I forget who does it now. Isn't it Drew Carey?
It was for a while, yeah.
So before Drew Carey, when he was auditioning, there was another guy who auditioned, and I was part of his, and it messed up, so they didn't end up using it. It was pretty interesting to see that, the way that worked behind the scenes too. Like, they had to rerun like my game, and I was like, I know the answers now. So I lost the first time, and then I won the second time.
What?
And they gave me the money. And I was like, oh, sweet.
What? Hey, that's a good deal.
Told me the answers. But, all right, here we go. Like, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. It was fun.
That is cool.
But that came from me being a honor, too. But that guy didn't get the job, just like that other commenter didn't get the job. Maybe he wasn't mean enough.
It is interesting how that works, though. It's all just Hollywood magic, I guess.
Yeah. So, what's your plan for this project? What are you going to do? Do you know?
So, I didn't end up sending you my channel, but I can do that so you know. But basically what I do is I have a series that I call Look Back, which is I look back on things, usually from the 90s, 2000s. And basically I just, with Wipeout, I'm literally just dissecting the whole thing. So it's more like a documentary, honestly.
Oh, that sounds cool. Well, best of luck, man. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what you're up to, and happy to hop on board.
Yeah, no.
Thanks for thinking of me.
Dude, I really appreciate it, because I just felt so bad when I realized what happened. I was like, damn.
Oh, that's cool though. I mean, that stuff happens.
It does. It really does.
You're making something, man. That's awesome.
I appreciate that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's cool coming from another Vermonter, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
But, yeah. You too.